Yeah, it's very difficult. This is actually probably going to be the first like multi-episode loop, right? Because there's no way you get through like 5 or 6 nights, which is probably how long it will last. Setsu would definitely be the easiest answer because of the connection we have with Setsu, but it's probably not the one that we need to protect here. The thing about the Guardian Angel, it might be the craziest ability because it's the most useful, but the unfortunate thing is that exposing that ability that you have, it immediately will kill you the next night. So just keep protecting her then. As long as these two survive... Uh-oh. Either we play our hand or we get voted out. And if we play our hand... If we play our hand, we get killed tonight. Here, I thought we were about to have the longest fucking loop. A dolphin? Fuck it, why not? If that thing fucking wants to bang Yuri, I swear to God, I might have to drop the show. Not really, but... So the Gnosia anime has been an absolute roller coaster, constantly introducing new classes, new missions. It's just, when you think you know, and you kind of got a handle on how the show's going to go, they toss new mechanics and new ideas. And it's been a very fun time, to the degree that I think it's one of, if not the best anime you can watch this season. And while, yeah, it's always disappointing when you see people not like it as much as you, it's fine, we all got our opinions. But unfortunately, a lot of the criticisms I've seen over the week surrounding specific episodes, it's not really criticism that makes sense. It's not like, I could understand if people are saying, hey, it feels too video gamey. I disagree with that criticism, but I've seen it. Hey, you know, it is very loop-based, mechanic-based, very, why are these things happening in such a convenient way? But just because we accept it in a video game means we shouldn't accept it in an anime? Like, if you were playing something like this, you wouldn't have that criticism. So for me, it doesn't bother me. But if that's some people's opinion, that's some people's opinion. Where I get an issue, and where I truly feel like media literacy is dying, is complaints where people think Yuri doesn't make sense as a character. I think it was episode 4. I saw it in my comment section. I saw it on Reddit. I saw it all over that Yuri wanting to talk to Setsu when Setsu was the Gnosia. Like, Setsu straight up in that episode says, hey, I'm a Gnosia. And then Yuri's like, I bet we're going to have a conversation. And yeah, it's a very chummy conversation. Why should a human want to do... But in the first month of this show, we learned that winning and losing doesn't matter. The whole point of these loops, it doesn't matter if we succeed, if we clear out every Gnosia, doesn't matter if no humans get eliminated and we always end up protecting them. Until our little orb is full of information, this stuff isn't going to end. That is the purpose. So why is it weird that the person who's trying to gather as much information talks to a Gnosia who talks to him in a fairly calm way? Some of them jump him, some of them are fairly competent and normal. Some of them are so similar to the OG versions of themselves that it feels like you're just kind of talking with a slightly psychotic version of them, not a completely Higurashi version. Like, I can understand not liking how video gamey it might feel. Like I said, disagree with that. But at the end of the day, the objective, yes, is every time Yuri loops, we want to make it to the end, because we'll gain the most information. And I gotta assume getting jumped by a Gnosia isn't fun even if you know you're gonna respawn. So why am I still seeing people act like the logic doesn't make sense that a character is going to pursue the thing that gives them the most information? Because it makes sense. This isn't the first time I've seen people completely misunderstand an anime I'm watching, but for a show that I feel like is easy to follow in terms of the objective is, hey, we see them win. I forget what episode it was. What was it, episode 3 or something, where we actually completed the loop. We eliminated all the Gnosia, still looped anyway. We've seen lose multiple times. Like, we are just gathering information right now. Like Setsu tells us, like, hey, every time, try to gain as much information and we'll move on. That is the purpose. So yes, I don't look at a character like Yuri talking with a Gnosia as like an issue. Nor do I think it's an issue that, you know, you can take experiences from past loops. And like a character like Stella as an example. We now learn that Stella, at least in this loop, is actually someone that was hired from the government in order to work with the captain, which is why Stella was okay sacrificing themselves for the captain. So if we see the captain going forward and Stella doesn't act like that, we now know that that's not going to be there's so much to remember, but I honestly think the core things that need to have a logical sense always do. And it's weird that the things that I could understand people criticizing, they're not, and the stuff that makes no sense to criticize, that's the loudest voices I'm seeing. I don't know, man. It's wild because Yeah, if you don't think it's a 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10 like me, that's fine. But I swear to God, the way some people be bitching and moaning about things that shouldn't be bitched and moaned about, they're treating it like it's some 5 out of 10 like convenient slop fest. That ain't true. Now, if you made it this far in the video, make sure you drop a like on this video, show your support, subscribe if you're new around here, and Patreon's where you can catch those full live reactions to all this excitement and more. If you also want to help fund the channel and videos just like the one you're watching. And yeah, if you join before the end of the month, you get entered in a 1-year membership giveaway to the Patreon. So great time to join. I didn't talk about last week. We did Kamen Rider. I wanted to see if Kamen Rider would do well. Kamen Rider crashed and burned. So, you know, series continues to do well enough. We'll keep it on YouTube. But yeah, I imagine this one will eventually get cut as well because people don't want to discuss Peak. So you know what to do. Comments and likes. Get it as much as you can. Just keep these videos alive, because otherwise we're going to cut them more than Yuri gets cut in this show. When they started this latest episode with 12 members, I thought to myself, oh, we getting a multi-episode arc. I mean, 12, but it was everyone that's ever been summoned and a couple new ones. Yuri failed. I can't even blame Yuri. Like, the thing that's so interesting, and I think my favorite part overall, is the first Gnosia comet, I think it is. Basically, there's a new class, Guardian Angel. Once a night, you can protect someone. You can't protect yourself, and essentially, if you reveal yourself to be the Guardian Angel, you're going to get eliminated, right? Guaranteed. There's no reason why the Gnosia wouldn't target you. In the first couple episodes, Yuri was very frantic, because this was new to them, right? So the idea of just, no, please trust me, I know what I'm doing, it painted them as a Gnosia, and often would bite them in the ass. So the fact that cool, calm, and collected, not really overplaying your hand, and then doing stuff like, okay, it's going to be one of us, vote for one of us, and then it just exposing is a really brilliant thing, and is a great callback. So you kind of let your guard down, because you think, okay, Yuri really's got this now. Like, okay, we know exactly who we can protect as an engineer, we're going to make a little arrangement, and then Rakio had to be a douchebag. Now, I think the biggest fumble is is the overreaction of like, because things were starting to be revealed that only a Guardian Angel member or Gnosia would say what he's saying, and I get the fear because if you reveal your hand, like, you're guaranteed gonna get eliminated. But at the same time, bro, it's just like, I think we could have went a little more calm. Like, yeah, I was having a meeting because I protected so-and-so because I knew they were the engineer. I didn't want to reveal my hand because I didn't want to get whacked. You know what I mean? Like, these are clearly who, blah, blah, blah. We could have handled it a little more elegantly. And maybe we wouldn't be staring face to face with a kawaii dolphin. Why is there a kawaii dolphin? Listen, I've stopped trying to figure this show out a long time ago with who would get summoned. So that's just, who the hell knows? Maybe it'll just be a bunch of aquatic people. I doubt it, because I'm pretty sure every character we're going to see is in the opening, and I don't think there's many more weird-looking characters other than this one, but we'll see. Just a great episode overall. Last week was really enjoyable, but this one was definitely a step above. It's just so good. This was the first time I watched an episode and I really didn't have a strong opinion on who to vote or what to do in one way or another. It actually made me realize that if I was playing this game, I would fail so much more than Yuri does. So as much as, yeah, Yuri fumbled the ball towards the end, felt very disappointed, like I had it, like I knew every single Gnosia. He did, they did better than I would have. Gonna be a good one going forward, though. But for the love of God, just pick your criticisms correctly. Don't criticize the person trying to gain as much information for doing the thing that can get them the most information. It's not even about, protecting yourself or, I can't talk with a stinking No, we can, because that will get us information. Your thoughts down below. Drop a like there, show your support, subscribe if you're new around your patrons, where you catch those full live reactions, all this and more, and hey, also like to give video shows to those patrons. So today we got Shadow, Askar, Armana, Joanne, Devil May Carter, Saint Liam, Lady Killdragon, and we also have Matthew Pizarro. So I appreciate the support. Please take care. Have a good one.